This sequence has some asanas that may be difficult for a total beginner. It can be felt as a little demanding for flexibility or balancing, but with a different approach, some variations or props can be practiced and explored. I totally recommend that you explore every asana by itself first. Even if you are an intermediate or advanced practitioner. Okay, the first asana of this sequence is Tadasana. And Tadasana is the foundation of all the rest of the asanas. It's called in the yoga community the blueprint asana. Without this asana, you cannot do anything else. And Tadasana, or the mountain pose, is basic for any yoga practice that you want to do. But it's basic for anything you want to do, because it's how you stand in the world. It's showing you how you stand your ground, how you show yourself. So this pose is, you never get all the benefits of it. It doesn't matter how advanced is your practice, how many years have you been practicing, this asana is basic. I love to explore Tadasana as much as I can in my practice and in my daily life. It is an asana that gives me awareness and grounding. The way I learned this asana in the first yoga classes I took was like this, was exploring how it felt, the weight of my body, how it felt in the sole of my feet, and with curiosity, discovering familiar and unfamiliar places, and how the rest of my body could adjust to that. I like to keep exploring Tadasana like this, and take a moment to listen, all the information about how I stand in my daily life in any given situation, and how the rest of my body needs to compensate it. The second asana is Uthita Tadasana, the 5-pointed star is called. In this case, it's different from the Uthita Tadasana, that is both feet on the ground. In this case, it's only 1 foot on the ground. So you can feel really the effect of the star in your body. Feeling the center of the star, your solar plexus, heart, belly, all this foundation, how expands through all the fingers, the toes of the leg that is standing. So this asana also for me is very powerful, because first I'm standing in Tadasana, holding my ground, and after that I'm expanding my energy, using the energy lines that Krammer talks about. It's not a surprise that this sequence uses these two, Tadasana and Uthita Tadasana, for finishing the whole cycle of the sequence. So, coming from the world of dance, the star connects me with a lot of different movements, different theories about the muscle chains, the patterns of movement that you can relate with yoga in a very harmonious way and use it for your practice. Virabhadrasana III is the next one that is very fun to do after the star. It's quite challenging, quite interesting too. And for me, without the support of these energy lines, it's quite difficult to do. Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana III, I used it before, this sequence of course, but for me it was very different to do it after a class we did with Tracey that was amazing. How to start the warrior, starting like a dancer and then becoming the warrior. That was very unusual for me to see and very helpful. Always for me, balancing poses were very challenging because of my lack of earth. Always is the thing that I have to work more in my physical practice, yoga, dance, whatever I do. So when I witnessed this different approach to the pose feeling how my bodies connect not only with the ground, with gravity, but also with the cosmos, with the energy lines. That changed everything. And I remember that class with Tracey changed my way of yoga practice forever. It changed my way of dancing too. It changed my way of moving in the world. Because I felt I was supported, always. It was not a fighting to get balance. It was not fighting to be standing. It was a graceful movement, a dynamic journey to stability and instability and stability and instability, like a dance that never is in the same place as life. Parivritta HASTA padangusthasana, or Dancing Shiva pose. Dancing Shiva can be challenging, but you can do it first without having to stretch the leg while holding your foot. This way you explore the balance while you stretch as much as you can. Other way that you can practice it is with a rope, and in this way you can link it to the next one. It is a deep stretch for both quadriceps and hamstrings, often so tight. I love how this asana makes you feel in both legs and all the information you receive. It is fascinating. In this one, you can really feel the effect of intentionally place the energy lines in every finger, toe, and your head. How the asana changes radically with this expansion from the center of your core. Natarajasana, Lord of the Dance. This asana too has a different effect and is asking you to hold your center and expand at the same time, no matter how much you can lift that back leg. You can choose to do a chin mudra in the other hand or feeling the threads that irradiate from every finger. According to your flexibility and practice, you can explore different variations. And again, we close the sequence with Uthita Tadasana and Tadasana, taking a moment in Tadasana to feel the effect in your body and prepare for the repetition of the sequence, switching sides. It is interesting to focus and observe the sensation of discomfort that you might feel. Very often, discomfort is the most valuable way to receive information, and information gives you the opportunity to behave in a different way, looking for a more comfortable position. In my opinion, it's not very interesting to just use comfort as a compass in your practice. It is more interesting the dance between them, between comfort and discomfort, where you can be aware of so many things about yourself, physically, but also emotionally and mentally.